All right, joining me now for the breakdown presented by the General Insurance, I have Bodhi, Reyna Roberts, and Lex Bratcher. Three incredible artists that together with the General are getting their break. What's happening?
All the things.
How you doing?
So first of all, I want to start off with Bodhi. Now, you've been releasing music for a little over a year, and now you're starting to blow up. Tell us a little bit about yourself and what inspired you to actually pursue music.
I started doing music in high school. I was in bands, a bunch of bands and stuff. So I ended up going to college for music. And during COVID, I learned how to produce my own music, which sparked the release of my first song, Tender Thunder. I had produced and written and sang that song like all by myself in the studio. And ever since then, I've just been grinding to keep going and keep growing as much as I can.
So Reyna, now you've grown up in Alaska, Alabama, and California. Now,
Yes, sir.
But how is that diverse background of where you've grown up? How does that help you with your art?
Living in each state has taught me how to connect with different people and live in different environments and being able to adapt in those ways, which I feel like does cross over to my music, and it helps me have a different perspective when I'm writing different songs.
So now, Lex, now you've been making music since you were 12 years old, which obviously is really impressive. And from such a young age, where did you get inspiration from? I'm told that you're a huge Rakim fan.
Microphone Fiend when I was 9. It's actually when I started rapping. And that was the first song I learned word for word. I got to go to an actual studio and record my first EP. I asked my mom for a stack of CDs so that I could burn them, put my little email on there, and started passing them out at age 10 and 11.
So now, Bodhi, now a lot of entrepreneurs and artists have a hard time taking the first step. What advice would you have for those people who feel they have something special, but too many people are going, don't do it, you're gonna get hurt?
Once you know that you have this want to do something, this drive to do something, you feel it so deeply. It's more of, well, now how can I really prove myself to these people, and how can I make them see what I see in myself?
Well, you know what? I'm gonna ask Rand the same thing, because once you get past that point of the fear, so I'm gonna do it, what happens then when you just really start going areas where people are like, what are you doing?
Even if somebody's trying to give you great advice and they have the best intentions, if you know yourself, you know your purpose, you know what you're created to do, you follow that direction. In my opinion, like I follow God and what I feel like He's telling me to do.
This summer, the General announced the General Sound Studio. Now, that's the first of its kind mobile recording studio designed to support emerging musicians. Now, you all got a chance to record in the studio. Anybody? Tell me about it.
I love being a part of firsts and things that haven't been done before. So when the General hit me up and was like, do you want to be a part of this project? I'm like, absolutely, I do.
Right.
It's just amazing, especially because it can go so much farther than just with us. Like it can be put in festivals, it can be put where people who have never been in a studio and they want to record, it's so much easily accessible if you have a studio in a truck.
Also, though, it's not just a studio. They have a collaboration with Epic Records, right? They have actual real music executives able to help walk you through the process and be there for you. What did it mean to have that opportunity to work with executives like that?
Being on the phone with someone like that just like has that knowledge and experience to really give me some like nitty-gritty details on how to improve my marketing as an artist. That was a big part of our conversation.
All right, Lex, now your music is more than just a great sound. You're trying to reach people to create real change through your lyrics. What was the decision, and why did you decide to use that music in your platform to talk about causes that matter the most to you?
Before I decided to pursue music full time, I went to school for political science. My mentor growing up was Congressman Elijah Cummings, the late Congressman Elijah Cummings. I grew up going to events and watching him inspire thousands, hundreds of thousands of people, and I really wanted to do that, but I felt like I couldn't do that if I went the traditional political route, and so instead I decided to create a platform and then use that to share how I feel about certain topics and things.
Now, Reyna, everybody always thinks, you know, success comes overnight to everybody, and you've been grinding, and all of you have been grinding for quite some time. So what would you say to those people, as in resources that they may want to use as an artist to help them with that success?
If you feel like you don't have resources, or you don't know anything about what you're trying to accomplish, definitely do the research and put yourself in a place where you can create those opportunities to make it happen.
There's going to be a lot of music artists which are trying to come up, watching all three of you right now. What should their mindset be? Is they're like, I want to be right where they are right now?
I say authenticity.
Absolutely.
Grind on your craft and don't worry about where you're going. Like, worry about where you are right now.
I love it. Make sure you stay focused and grind on your craft as well as authenticity and
Hard work and legacy.
all right, so thank you so much to these three incredible artists. I'm telling you, they didn't practice it, but they were all saying the same thing about keeping it real, being authentic, and of course, making sure your legacy is in place. But more importantly, thank you to the General for being here and giving them this amazing opportunity, and you all should make sure that you chase your dreams. Everyone at home, follow these amazing artists on TikTok right now. Angela, you have to make sure that you get these people on your show. Back to you.